Hello, everybody. What we're going to do today is I'm going to start that testing that I've been talking about in the last couple videos, whether to clean brass or not, whether to lube the necks or not, um, wiping the lube off everything. So what I've got here today, this is 6BR caliber. Um, I'm shooting Lapua Skinners, 105 grain. So these are non-lubed necks. Now, when I processed this brass, the necks were lubed, but I cleaned them out, as you saw in that video, with a mop to get as much of the lube out as I could. I'm just going to call these non-lubed necks. Next time, I won't lube the necks at all beforehand. So I do not have the shot marker target with me now because I want to try something different. I have paper targets down there. I'll show you a picture of it. I took a picture of it, set up down there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot these, and I'll know which target is, foulers, then sighters, and then actual shooting ones, and then we'll go over that at the end because I want to see how this works, because setting up the shot marker every time is a lot of pain, syncing the video, this and that. Maybe I don't need to do that. I want you guys to let me know, though. We're going to look at these targets afterwards and go over everything, but I mean, do you want to see the actual shooting as it is? And if that's the case, I think I may start looking into a camera, to have a camera down there. Now, I had a camera once before. I wish I could think of the make of it or whatever it was, but it was crap. It did not work. It kept losing contact. Now, there's them long shot cameras, which I hear a lot about, that are supposed to be really nice, but they're not like the shot marker. They don't keep score for you or anything like that. They just show you what's happening down there. But I think that would be good enough. So I'm going to look into that. So anyways, I'm going to fire these off, and then we'll go over everything afterwards. Okay, thanks. Okay, so here's what we got after. Now, I'm having shooting with paper targets. I have a hard time, I mean a really hard time, seeing where I'm hitting. That's why I have these orange stickers. I've tried the green ones. I've tried the red ones. I have a hard time seeing. And one of the guys that I shoot with, Mike, tells me he has no problem. Okay? And I was only shooting at 40 magnification. And the thing is I've got a March High Magesta 8 to 80 scope that cost me almost $4,500. I should be able to see these shots razor sharp. I don't know if I got a bad scope. I set the parallax. I set the diopter correct by looking at it, looking away, looking at it, looking. You saw my video on that one. That's a big hit. That's got like 12,000 views. So anyways, I had to run the cart back and forth to go down to see where the hell I'm hitting at. These foulers, these first two, I had no idea. I could not see them at all. Then I shot another two, and I went down there. Then I shot a third one. So these were just foulers. These were sighters trying to bring it in, which I saw, okay, I'm low right, okay, for the sighters. So that was good enough. So then I went back and I shot 10, holding off about right here. I was holding off. Now, this is the normal grip that I normally shoot with. which I still can't seem to get it right. You've heard me talk about that many a times. I have a hard time driving my rifle. But this is 10 shots, holding it the normal way, you know, not squeezing tight, but having it up into my shoulder and a little grip. And then I thought, what the hell? I know I can shoot better than this. What's going on? So then I did 10 more shots, holding off the same place, okay, with my absolute no-touch grip, which nothing touches my rifle but my trigger finger. And look how they came in there. So anyways, this is not about grip, but I'm looking at the difference here because these bullets are all made the same. So this is a good time to compare this difference. All these bullets were made exactly the same. No lube in the necks. Now the necks were lubed for sizing, but then I wiped all the lube out. As you saw in my last video or second last video, I wiped them out with a mop the best that I could. So that's why I'm calling this no lube necks, but there may be a little residual left in there. I don't know. But this next batch I'm going to make, I'm not even going to clean the brass, and I'm not going to lube the inside of the necks for sizing or seating. The necks on the inside are going to be left alone. This was the outcome on this. I'm really excited about this down here because this is 8 out of 10 shots in the X. You see, this is touching the line, this is touching the line, so that's an X. And these two are out. Okay? But just the difference in holding. So this is the last chance I'm going to have to try to practice because next weekend is the second match, which I'm hoping to do better at, but that is another thing. You know, I don't have the shot marker target where I can see where I'm hitting or not. I have to depend on my eyes. So I'm really hoping there's nothing wrong with that Majesta scope. Like I said, my buddy Mike, we're going to get together next week at the match, and I'm going to look through his scope. He's going to look through mine. We're going to check it out and see if there's just... I just can't believe a $4,500 scope isn't giving me the picture that I need. All right, so thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. If you liked or learned something from this video, please hit the like button, and please also hit the subscribe button and the notifications to be notified of all my new videos. This QR code will take you to my website store where I sell the brackets, t-shirts, and basically anything else that I don't use anymore. You never know what's going to be there, so check often. There is also a wealth of information there. Thank you for watching.